Hello and welcome to our special series where we showcase the best and brightest among India's young entrepreneurs. These are the youthful minds that are driving India's global march. We bring you their stories of courage, conviction and passion. Welcome to Leap of Faith. My guest today is a woman who believes in promoting Indian traditions and designs in contemporary home products. She's transformed an old mill in Mumbai into a fantastic showcase of Indian culture. Please welcome Director of the Indian home products brand Good Earth, Simran Lal. Welcome to Leap of Faith.
Thank you.
So good to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be on the show.
Let's take a look at what you're doing.
She inherited her business from her mother, but has transformed it into a lifestyle store that employs more than 300 people. A graduate of the Fashion Institute of Technology, New York, she has transformed the leading lifestyle store Good Earth into a store of choice for designers and architects. Simran Lal, Director, Good Earth.
Gorgeous woman with gorgeous taste.
Thank you.
Simran, you're driving a company that was started by your mother, Anita Lal.
Right.
What were her expectations of you when you started?
I think, my mom didn't have any explicit expectations. It was just, as Good Earth has been, it's always been something that we've been passionate about. It's not like we've decided this is where we're going to go. And she just wanted me, clearly, I guess, to bring in new ideas, energy, thoughts. How do we grow it? She'd brought it to a certain level, which was, even with our little Kemp's Corner store and one store in Delhi, we had built a brand where people were recognized it, loved the fact that the retail experience was great, but she was perhaps a little stuck at how to take it to the next level. And when I joined, I saw that there was a huge potential Good Earth had, and that's what happened. We didn't know where it would lead us, though.
And you've managed to balance such a fine aesthetic sensibility with a pretty hardcore commercial professional business approach as well. Has it been difficult for you walking this line?
Yeah, it has. I would say that the sensibility part of it, was more natural, easy, innate, and the business part of it and the more professional part of it is, it took us time. I mean, for example, innately we like, whether it's my mother or I, we kind of pick up products that we would feel our customers would love. They're really fine, very small boutique products, niche products. For a spa range, we picked up something which people like Uma Thurman, Madonna loved, and these are sold in exclusive boutiques in LA. But when we brought it to Good Earth, it didn't do so well, because I think people are looking for, still in India, more advertised mainstream. They weren't willing to yet buy these, but the few that are, we kind of cater to those also, because that's also our joy. The ones who don't get that anywhere else, so they do come to Good Earth. So it's a bit of a balance. We like to kind of pander to certain of those few customers that we have. Yeah.
And you've also said that you never want to be located in a mall. Did you ever think of, that you might be giving up location benefits by adopting this philosophy?
Yes, and actually it so happens we are located in two malls right now, the UB City in Bangalore and Select City Walk in Delhi. But I think for Good Earth, I really feel that we are better off in general in a standalone store. Somehow we find that suits our personality, and ours is not the footfall which is the one who's going to go to. It's not that they are not the mall footfall. I would say people would come specially to a standalone Good Earth store to pick up things. So we don't have that problem as such.
Price points are very, very attractively packaged, both for the Indian professional and for the expat community. Was this a conscious, well thought out strategy from the beginning?
For us, luxury is really about surrounding yourself with well-crafted, natural products, and I think that is the kind of thing actually expats and professionals who are well-traveled and have, been exposed around the world are actually they appreciate, they understand it, they want pride in Indian products,
Translating an Indian aesthetic into contemporary home products. How have you managed that?
That's been our joy. Let me tell you, that's really our USP and our excitement. Good Earth designs are contemporary, they're original, they're a little whimsical, you know, and and also always rooted in tradition. Something that, and our customers really appreciate that. I must say that the fact that they're rooted in tradition, that they learn so much when we are doing a Buddhist influence. So it's called Lotus Feet, the next collection. And so people learn, you know, what is that, and you talk about different influences. So I think it's fun.
Your marketing strategy is simple, personal, direct, and not loud at all.
Yeah.
Has this served you well? You've managed to reach your target audience with small events, emails, newsletters?
We want Good Earth to stand for itself. The product, the experience is very experiential. The head of a leading advertising agency, a friend of my mother's, told her a while ago that, Anita, you know, the whole advertising world is going to launch a complaint against Good Earth, because if you guys continue like this, and where you've built a brand and a brand equity where people really like you and know you, without a single ad, we are out of business.
Yes.
So I guess it's worked.
Simran, you've also chosen your employees, you've chosen to hire them from the hospitality and travel sector so that you could have a more consumer-centric business approach.
Right.
What made you think of such a unique recruitment strategy, and has it helped you?
For us at Good Earth, it was all about building relationships and not really selling the product. I have an example. There was a lady who entered our store at the Delhi Departure Airport store, and she loved this one product. It was actually a Perrier cups and saucers. It was a tea set. But she didn't pick it up. She went on the flight and she sent us a mail saying, please can you send me that. They said it was the last piece, and you know, I'm not coming back through departure. I don't have any access to Good Earth anywhere else. And so what we did was we got that last piece, and she landed back in Delhi, but at the arrival, you know, in arrival terminal, and there was somebody standing there from Good Earth with a Good Earth pack of what she wanted, and she was just blown away. She was just so excited.
Yeah, that must have been one happy customer.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, so we do a lot of these all the time. Yeah.
So what future plans for Good Earth?
What we are really focusing on is adding new ranges where we use khadi, we use ahimsa silk, you know, natural dyes, and are creating again a range which is contemporary Indian, using lovely craft skills that India has been so famous for. It's part of our heritage, and simple but great detailing. You know, so that's one of our. We think that will be a big growth area. Let's hope. You know, then we are launching our styling service, the interior styling service for homes and, you know, all kinds of things.
Simran, it's been wonderful talking to you, and we're going to continue to talk to you some more, but it's time now for a little break. On the other side of the break, we'll have serial entrepreneur and chairman of Quattro, Raman Roy, to analyze Simran's business model. That's a live business case study coming up in just a bit. You're watching Leap of Faith on ET Now.